beautiful and worthy celebration, my lord.
Thank you. Just like you to keep a king waiting at his own wedding.
Yet I arrived in the end.
A part of me worried you wouldn't.
You look good, Oswald. Like a man about to marry a more powerful woman.
Do I? Because I'm nervous as hell.
Of all the battles a man can fight, the war against himself is the hardest to win.
Players brings it to level 4.
I hereby name you man and wife, and as man and wife, I name you... Oswald of Elmenham, first of his name, the rightful king of East Anglia, with his lady Valdis, soul, fist, and beauty of this land.
Go back and speak to Radvi, I would guess. Maybe do a petrol mission, because I noticed she has one sitting there.
You've done it, steward. A king now sits on the throne of East Anglia.
Don't leave yourself out of this song. We did it together.
Back to your dreams, then, of fire and Helheim.
I lost my way some time ago. Hard to say when. I don't want to be here. I never did. This was Halfdan's dream. He ordered me to see it through. In my dreams, I'm sailing, remember? Wind in my beard, salt on my lips. I want that life again. Whether or not I find it, only time will tell. Until then, let us feast, drink, and forget our pain!
Skål, Eivor! Let's have a drink. Eivor, care for a challenge? Eivor! Wolf-kissed, gaze upon my pots. They stand so strong. Unbreakable at this distance, no?
They are not, Brothier. My arrows shatter whatever target they strike.
Even after draining so much meat, succeed and you shall be rewarded.
Keep your eyes open long enough to witness this, you drunken lout.
Yes, that's it! As with everything, an easy task for the wolf-kissed.
Barely a challenge.
Impressive. Impressive. Here as promised. Now go enjoy the party.
Just a silver. Rod.
She stormed the bulwarks, blocked Rurik to his unit, and...
Another retreat, is it? I see you further.
Take me on. I will show you feats of strength to rival foes.
Yeah, I should have been going back to the barracks.
And let Oswald walk into
Periodically.
I could hardly believe my ears
check the
either.
silver.
It was Oswald's wishes.
Two. That's a two out in the forest. Just on the way.
Your fist is without ale. Let us address that.
Surely a special kind of metal is required for drinking before the new king?
A metal not unlike your own.
To Odin and his endless glories!
And the new king of East Anglia. May his reign be long and good. Not bad, Wolf-Kiss. I wager you couldn't drink more than me if you tried.
A fool's wager.
A challenge nonetheless. What say you?
I will drink you under the table.
Confident, are you? Let us see how you fare against the ale beast of East Anglia. And we'll make it interesting. Put your silver where your mouth is. What say you?
I accept.
So much for fish.
This ale is strong, Broder.
But I am stronger. Better luck next time, Wolf-Kissed. Now, you owe me some silver.
Fine, take it.
Behold, how...
The boar represents fertility. Did you know that?
As does Freya. What's your point?
You impress me, Eivor. Your battle wisdom, your strength of character, skilled in so many ways. Yet I wonder, is there any skill of mine that I could impress upon you?
Even a fool has something to teach, whether they are aware of the lesson or not.
Hey, hey. But I could show you how to wield my plow sword.
Have another horn of mead, brother. It's brewed with clover and raspberry, they say.
Did you hear what I... Yes, it's good.
Keep that up.
Wait, did you hear? Did my brother just call me? I think he... You know I should go. Brother!
Behold, how light-footed I am! You're as light-footed as a bear in a birch tree. These are the moves of Elmenhar.
Just tell me what to do here.
Eivor, Eivor! Some sweet wine for a sweet swine? Come join me! The Saxon god wanders somewhere up here, does he not? I haven't seen him.
They like to say he moves with mystery.
Look! The moon! It moves untroubled now. But one day it will be eaten by a giant wolf and the nights will be black forevermore.
Are you all right?
I've tasted glory once again. And it was good.
I'm glad to hear it. Now...
I always felt like Skoll or Hati. Chasing and trying to fulfill Halfdan's wishes. But now I've caught my sun and moon. I've got them and I don't know.
You can let them go. Sail to a further shore.
My longship's in Valhalla. Don't you remember? Firestarter.
Come on. Let's get you to solid ground.
Everything's spinny. You're very strong.
You're very large.
Sorry for this, Eivor. I've had one last glory. I should be happy. I am happy. Thank you.
It need not be the last.
Not the last.
Enough fun and games. I should see how Oswald is doing.
Eivor, I'm about to address our guests, and I'd like you to be there.
It's been a worthy ceremony so far.
And have you had enough fun yet?
I'm ready to hear you address your kingdom.
Good. Come. Join me. Friends, honored guests, we've pushed through hard times. It seems like all we've known is loss and suffering. But it is not conflict that binds us. It is compassion. May we always favor compassion, even when our enemies refuse its boon. So, to my Dane friends and neighbors, I give thanks for the bravery you have shown during our collective struggles. And for my fellow Christians, may we continue standing as examples of our Lord's grace. Lights in the dark. I see East Anglia's future right here, right now. In all of you, Dane and Saxon alike. To our future.
Still a bit soft on insults, but the king has courage.
And to Eivor, without whom none of this would have been possible.
On behalf of East Anglia, let this ring be proof of our loyalty to the Raven clan and all they have done for us today.
Would you have any words of wisdom for us?
Oswald, you would not have been my first choice as king, nor my second. I thought you weak, bendable, without resolve. But not all men are as they first appear. I came to see that Oswald's heart is amongst the largest I've ever known. He is sturdy, he has wisdom, and he has courage. All qualities of a man worthy to be king. He is the king East Anglia deserves, and the king you need. To the good King Oswald!
To Oswald!
Skull!
Skull!
Score! Okay, everyone, the bridal race starts now. Remember, you all have to lose to the bride and groom. Steady all, and ready yourself for the wedding race. The king and his bride against all.
My king!
The sheep you left to guard me have been shorn.
Oswald! King of sheep fuckers! Show your eyes!
I challenge you.
I accept.
Oswald is king, and a king must have a champion. I will fight in his stead.
He challenged me, Eivor.
Your fight is bigger than this, Lord. You must rebuild East Anglia plank by plank, and a dead king cannot keep his oaths. Let me finish this.
Oswald, you gutless Arya swine! I'll slay the wolf-kissed, then hang you with your own tongue. You! Always getting in the way! East Anglia can burn for all I care!
I wish it had not come to this. So much death, so much anger.
What's done is done.
You're leaving now.
I should. Your wedding should be a day of peace and happiness. Today I lack both.
Eivor, you've done East Anglia a great service. I promised you an alliance, and now you have it.
And one day, I will need you to make good on that alliance.
So let's get home.
I should find Finnir. Say goodbye before I leave. Brody, look after Oswald, will you?
Aye, he is family now. And I could not be more proud of him. We have you to thank for that.
Take care.
Speak to Abdi before I go then.
Brother, Oswald is in your hands now. Protect your king, and call out to my banner should the need arise.
Aye, Eivor. Without a moment's hesitation. Travel safe.
I will, friend. Valdis,
Will you not stay a moment longer, Eivor?
I should not linger. My bannerfolk await my return.
I understand.
Take care, Valdis. You fought well, and won yourself a worthy king.
I didn't I? Take care, Eivor.
A dream come true, like none other. Thank you for everything. From the bottom of my heart.
Ah, greetings, Eivor.
You're missing the festivities.
I've had my fill.
It's as much yours as it is Oswald's.
I was a crumbling man, Eivor. Before all this, I thought I'd die a tired old failure. But now, my heart burns bright with newfound fire. I want to live hard, die fierce.
Glory cares not for age, Finir. Sail with me. My ship could always use a wise head and a strong axe.
Together,
Together.
I'll gather my things. What a celebration!
Now it seems the wind calls me back to Randvi. Let's tell her the good news.
Right. Put in, erase that up there. This again.
would like to reorganize the crew.
I did her. Ten of 100. That must be one of the challenges I got.
Good for now?
I have to go. See you soon.
I've got something to say. So it.
All right. Bring out my lieutenant. I must be on my way now. Goodbye.
She might be glitched.
Great Eivor, let me join your crew
Great with me,
for
warrior.
plunder
For
and
plunder,
glory.
Glory and Valhalla.
Good art. That was the last time I went and reported, and we got raided.
You seem sad, Gunnar.
I am. Sven was a good friend to me over the years.
Was? What do you mean?
Oh no, Eivor. You've been away. Sorry to say. Sven passed away not 2 nights ago in his sleep.
No. How is Tovi?
Taking it hard, very hard. You ought to go and have a word with her. Far as I know, she's barely left his grave. Anyhow, you probably need something, eh?
I would like to see what you have in stock.
I do good work, I must say.
I will see you later, friend.
May they sing of your deeds and my craftsmanship.
Good day, good day.
What do you have today? Have you got a contract for me?
My agents are not meant... There will be contracts when they move...
I must take my leave. So long.
Go with your gods.
Don't think we have any fish for you. I'll double check that.
Hey!
I have something that may interest you.
Only a true fisherman could catch this one. I've never even seen this fish close up. Thanks.
I will see you later, friend.
Farewell, Eivor.
What have you got for me to...
Did I give me the... Alright, stay the spiel so they...
You and Petra chasing a white elk in the woods high as wispy clouds, my god! I could barely breathe for laughing.
I brought something for you.
I'd pay well for this. This will be a great help. I'm looking for this.
You got a lynx paw.
We always have need for this. Good. This will help the settlement.
So, no more boar tusks.
I could really use this.
A hare's foot. Oh, more animal bone.
I knew I could count on you. Bringing me this would be helpful.
3 fox hairs.
I'm looking for this.
So 7. 8, 9.
Bringing me this would be helpful.
15, 16 brown bears. 16 brown bears and 5 black. Alrighty.
All done.
I must be on my way now. Goodbye.
Hope to see you again soon.
I don't think she'll have anything in stock. Because I did go to the shop for a while ago.
Eivor, good to see you.
What have you got for me today?
Oh, she does, she does.
You should get that. Honestly. I'll be sure to keep these in stock for you.
we should go up on the D-pad.
Can't have too many. Go on, give it a try.
I wonder if I could see the stats. Arena life.
Tempted? Is that everything?
No.
May I see your stores?
Right.
Eager to find a new home for these. Always a pleasure doing business, Eivor.
So, chickens.
Done shopping for the day?
I'm off. Be well, friend.
Always a pleasure, Eivor.
Where's the other wifey? What's that? The grave.
Of yours.
Do you not know?
Rowan, Holger, while...
Eivor, thank Tyr.
I heard shouting. Is something wrong?
Holger robbed me, and I demand he be punished.
Rot disappointed word. Does the deer rub the stream when she takes a drink? Does a cow rub a field when he crops on sweet grass?
Eivor, this matter requires sensitive judgment. Will you?
Of course. From the beginning, please.
Well now, there is no excuse too small, I see. Nothing to keep you from coveting that seat, is there?
In Sigurd's absence, who has better claim to oversee these disputes?
You might leave them to work it out for themselves, but that would mean letting go, would it not?
Please start again. Tell me all that has happened.
I will start. I have been falsely accused by this Saxon Philistine.
A Philly what? Are you mocking me?
Silence, please. I will hear both of your complaints and render a decision, awarding compensation if needed. Understood? Rowan, tell me your version of these events.
As you are aware, Holger and I are neighbors. Near enough that I often catch him at my stables, stealing my tools.
Borrowing.
Holger, let him speak.
Stealing, borrowing. My point being, I have always allowed him to use whatever he pleased. I greatly admire your Norse generosity and had hoped to match it. But this morning, Holger stretched the limits of my grace. Entering my stables for their feed, I found my most beautiful, gentle mare stripped of her tail. Bereft, not a strand in sight. I am ashamed to say my natural suspicion drew me to Holger, and how right I was. For when I peered across the lane, there he was, gripping a horsetail brush slathered with indigo, dragging it across a sheet of
painting, Rowan. I was painting. You make it sound so crude.
You see? Such willful arrogance. It will take ages for Ilgafur's tail to reach its former length. I demand compensation.
I understand. Thank you, Rowan. Holger, let me hear your side.
Eivor, you have known me as a skald for years. You have seen how my poems bring life and joy and wisdom to our people. And you know that my work requires a certain, let us say, freedom. To make use of rare resources to compose my verses. Often when lacking the proper tools, I have made use of novel items. Alvis's walking stick, Tovi's inks, all were given gladly.
You cut off my horse's tail to make a brush, you bleeding...
Rowan?
As I was saying, this morning in the throes of poetic reverie, I realized that my latest piece required delicate brushwork. I could have used a frayed stick, some cloth, my hands, but no. I needed something gentler, softer. To make a perfect brush, I needed the fine hairs of a well-raised horse. And so I availed myself of a local resource.
You clipped Alfgafur's tail to the rump, without asking.
It was early. I did not wish to wake you.
Thank you, Holger. I believe I understand your position. I believe I have heard enough. If you will...
My horse looks like a fool, Eivor. No handsomer than a donkey now. You must do something.
Do not conflate hair with beauty, Rowan. She remains radiant. Elgifur's hair will grow back in no time.
Quiet, both of you. Now listen. Holger, Rowan is clearly in the right. You sheared the tail from his horse without gaining permission.
I borrowed the tail. Borrowed! Does the reality of regrowth not make this a victimless crime?
It is a two-victim crime, Holger. Though they are unharmed, you took without asking, and that will not do. As the horse's value has diminished significantly, you will pay Rowan its market price.
But the horse was not for sale. Rowan, admit it.
My decision is final, Holger. Pay what you owe, and meet tomorrow as friends.
And if I do, may I keep the horse?
Pay the man and be done with it. Rowan, does this satisfy you?
It does. Thank you, Eivor.
Good. Then by Tyr's blessing, let this matter rest. We're done here. Return to your homes in peace.
Would you allow me to pay you with a vibrant painting? After all, in some ways, you are creation.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, well. Which way was I going? It was up here. Well, increase in range damage whenever I miss.
Oh, hello, Eivor. Good day. That Holger, he is quite the character.
I almost envy him. To see the world through such a muddy glass, and live with such petty concerns. He hasn't a care in the world.
Let's not walk too far with that idea. I need you right where you are.
East Anglia is with us. Their King Oswald has pledged his loyalty to us.
Eivor Kingmaker, we shall call you soon. Some interesting news. King Ceolwulf has sent Ceolbert to Shropshire. He hopes to install him as Elderman there.
Good for Ceolbert. He should do well considering all he has learned from you.
I gave him only a taste of my knowledge. The rest he will need to figure for himself. One more thing. I do not know if you heard, but Sven passed away a short time ago. The poor man slipped away in his bed.
Yes, I'd heard. The poor man. I wish I could have spent more time with him before the end.
I think we all wish that. Tovi most of all.
I don't know how to draw without your hand.
Tovi.
Eivor, it's Sven. He passed while I was away.
Tovi, I'm sorry I wasn't there.
No one was. We had planned to brand Tekla's barrels that morning, and we talked about what we might have for supper. And when I went to collect him, he was in his bed. Sleeping, I thought. But he was already gone.
I'm sure he went in peace.
But he went with plans. Things he wanted to do, things he meant to do. His death was so empty. Not like in our stories.
What stories do you mean?
When we tell stories, the old and wise, they have this calm about them. They know when their end has come and they are ready. Sven wasn't ready, and I wasn't ready either. He was supposed to teach me things. I'm still learning. Everyone looks at me like I will simply carry on his work, as if nothing happened. Because they don't know. They don't know I'm not ready.
Life may ask more of us than we are prepared to give. But all we can do is our best. I was not prepared to lose my parents. But in a flash, they were taken from me. I pressed on, determined to live.
That must have been punishing. But you are so strong, and so determined.
Someone else might have done better than me. Or worse. But this was the fate woven for me. So I live it. I know Sven believed in you, in your craft. So do you believe in him? Do you trust him?
He was the most skilled artist I have ever known.
And he chose you. You may step up or step down, whatever you decide. But know that he had faith in you.
Thank you, Eivor. I need to get home.
Be strong, Tovi, and know you are valued.
What can I do to make this village? So now we're going to need 60 for
Hey there! How are you? Looks like I have a new letter.
the letter of thanks. Oh, here's that photographer. Dewey. Cats in the boat. Who the fuck is that? Sarah's got to speak to her. That'll be done tomorrow. these three, see if it opens up any more raids. This one, and this one. Start with this one.